What if everything you learned about ancient history was incomplete? Imagine discovering objects so impossible that experts questioned centuries of historical knowledge. These weren't myths or legends, they were real discoveries buried beneath the earth, waiting to completely rewrite humanity's story. One discovery uncovered an army that never fought. Another revealed a temple older than civilization itself. And the last looked like a machine that should never have existed in the ancient world. By the end of this video, you'll question everything you thought you knew.
For generations, historians believed humanity's journey followed a predictable path, from simple beginnings to advanced civilizations. But archaeology has a habit of exposing forgotten truths. Sometimes, one buried object is enough to force experts to rewrite entire chapters of history.
The discoveries you're about to see didn't simply answer old questions. They created brand new mysteries. The deeper scientists investigated, the more unbelievable the evidence became. Each discovery challenged assumptions about intelligence, engineering, and civilization in ways no one expected. Today, we'll count down 3 discoveries that shocked the world. We'll begin with a silent underground army, then uncover a mysterious temple older than civilization itself, and finally reveal an ancient machine so advanced that many still struggle to explain how it ever existed. It all began in 1974, when a group of farmers in China started digging a simple well during a drought. Instead of finding water, their shovels struck something hard. That ordinary day would become one of history's greatest archaeological discoveries. As archaeologists expanded the excavation, they couldn't believe what appeared beneath the surface. Row after row of life-sized clay soldiers stretched into the darkness. The deeper they dug, the larger the underground army became, with no visible end in sight. The greatest surprise wasn't the number of soldiers. It was their individuality. Every warrior had a unique face, hairstyle, armor, and expression. It was almost as if real people had been transformed into clay, each carrying their own identity into eternity. These soldiers were never meant for battle above ground. They were created to guard China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, in the afterlife. But one mystery remains. Why would a ruler spend unimaginable wealth building an invisible army no living person would ever see? The surprises didn't end with the statues. Archaeologists uncovered thousands of real bronze swords, spears, crossbows, and arrows buried beside the warriors. Even more astonishing, many weapons remained remarkably sharp after more than 2,000 years beneath the earth, leaving scientists amazed by ancient craftsmanship. Surprisingly, the greatest mystery hasn't even been explored. The emperor's main tomb remains sealed to this day. Archaeologists believe opening it with today's technology could permanently destroy priceless treasures hidden inside. So one of history's greatest secrets still sleeps underground. The Terracotta Army proved that ancient China possessed extraordinary artistic skill, organization, and engineering on a breathtaking scale. Thousands of individually crafted warriors revealed an empire capable of planning and executing projects far beyond what historians once imagined possible. As astonishing as this underground army is, it isn't the discovery that shocked historians the most. The next site forced experts to rethink the very beginning of civilization itself, and for years, almost nobody believed it could possibly be real. On a quiet hill in southeastern Turkey, locals had walked for generations without realizing what lay beneath their feet. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than ordinary stones. But beneath the soil rested a discovery that would transform human history forever. When scientists dated the site, the results were almost unbelievable. Gobekli Tepe was built nearly 11,600 years ago, thousands of years older than Stonehenge and even older than the Egyptian pyramids. Everything historians believed about civilization suddenly came into question. Here's the discovery that stunned historians the most. Göbekli Tepe was constructed before people had developed organized farming or permanent cities. According to traditional history, societies this advanced shouldn't have existed yet. So who organized such an enormous construction project? The site contains enormous T-shaped limestone pillars, some weighing more than 16 tons. Without metal tools, wheels, or modern machines, ancient builders somehow carved, transported, and positioned these massive stones with astonishing precision that still puzzles engineers today. Everywhere archaeologists looked, they found detailed carvings of animals: lions, foxes, snakes, vultures, boars, and scorpions. These weren't random decorations. Many researchers believe they carried symbolic meanings, but their true message remains one of archaeology's greatest unanswered mysteries. Then came perhaps the strangest discovery of all. Instead of being destroyed by war or abandoned to nature, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried by the very people who built it. Thousands of tons of earth carefully covered the entire complex, for reasons nobody understands. Gobekli Tepe completely changed one of history's biggest assumptions. Instead of farming creating civilization, some researchers now suggest shared beliefs and sacred gathering places may have united people first. If true, humanity's origin story could be far different than anyone ever imagined. Gobekli Tepe didn't just add another chapter to history, it forced historians to rewrite the opening pages altogether. It proved that ancient people were capable of extraordinary planning, cooperation, and engineering thousands of years earlier than anyone had previously imagined possible. If a temple older than civilization sounds impossible, what you're about to see is even harder to explain. Hidden beneath the sea for nearly 2,000 years was an object so advanced that many scientists initially refused to believe what they were seeing. In 1900, sponge divers exploring the waters near the Greek island of Antikythera stumbled upon an ancient shipwreck. They expected to recover statues and treasure. Instead, hidden among the wreckage was a corroded bronze object that looked completely ordinary at first. For months, the object attracted little attention. It appeared to be nothing more than a broken lump of corroded bronze. But when researchers cleaned its surface, tiny interlocking gears slowly emerged, revealing something no one expected from the ancient world. Scientists soon realized they weren't looking at an ordinary artifact. Hidden inside was an astonishing network of precision-cut bronze gears, working together like the inside of a mechanical clock. Nothing remotely this advanced was believed to exist in the ancient world. After years of research, scientists reached a stunning conclusion. This wasn't just a collection of gears, it was an ancient analog computer. By turning a small hand crank, the mechanism could perform complex astronomical calculations with astonishing precision over 2,000 years ago. The mechanism could predict solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, the phases of the moon, and even the positions of celestial bodies years in advance. Such accuracy seemed impossible for an object created centuries before mechanical clocks were ever invented. What shocked experts most was the timeline. Machines with similar mechanical complexity wouldn't appear again in Europe for well over 1,000 years. It raised an extraordinary question. Had the ancient world achieved technological knowledge that was later completely forgotten? If ancient engineers possessed the skill to create this remarkable device, what else might have existed? Could similar machines have been destroyed by wars, disasters, or simply lost over time? The Antikythera Mechanism hints at a forgotten chapter of human innovation. Even after more than a century of study, the Antikythera Mechanism continues to surprise researchers. Every new scan reveals additional details, proving that history still holds secrets beneath the surface. Sometimes, the greatest discoveries don't answer questions. They create entirely new ones. Despite decades of research, scientists still haven't uncovered every secret hidden inside the Antikythera Mechanism. New imaging technologies continue revealing details that were impossible to see before, reminding us that history is never truly finished. It is constantly being rediscovered. An underground army, a temple older than civilization, and an ancient mechanical computer all tell the same incredible story. Our ancestors were far more intelligent, organized, and innovative than we once believed. History isn't becoming simpler. It becomes more astonishing with every discovery. The next discovery that changes history may already be buried beneath a quiet field, hidden inside a forgotten cave, or resting deep beneath the ocean floor.
The greatest mystery isn't what we found, it's how much of humanity's story still remains undiscovered.
These remarkable discoveries remind us to question assumptions and stay curious. Every generation uncovers new evidence that reshapes our understanding of the past. History isn't just about remembering what happened, it's about continuing the search for truths that are still waiting to be found.
If you enjoyed uncovering these incredible historical mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to 3 Insight Vision, and press the bell icon so you never miss our next journey into the world's most fascinating discoveries.